StubHub, or as Jack and I call it, Stubby Hubby, has filed to IPO. So we jumped into the IPO paperwork to break down the business for you.
StubHub's future depends on ticketing bots and scalpers in a way that will surprise you.
But Yetis, in order to tell the story of the StubHub ticketing service, let's go back to 1999. Jack, pre-dot-com bubble, what was the scene?
A Stanford Business School student needed tickets to Lion King on Broadway, but the theater was sold out.
Yeah, Hakuna Matata. Not Hakuna Matata, apparently.
The guy thought to himself, there must be someone who bought a ticket that doesn't want to go anymore.
Timon, Pumbaa, can anyone spare a ticket out there?
But back then, the only option to find a ticket on the secondary market was to stand like a bum outside the theater and tell everyone walking past, I'm looking for tickets. I'm looking for tickets.
Everyone in Times Square thinks you're selling drugs or actually just trying to buy a ticket to a musical.
So that guy created StubHub,
yes,
an online secondary marketplace for tickets.
He sold that business to eBay in 2007 for $310 million.
StubHub's not part of eBay anymore. It was actually bought back by that same founder who needed the Lion King tickets, and now he's taking StubHub public.
So pretty soon, StubHub will trade on the New York Stock Exchange under ticket symbol STUB.
Stub. And they're hoping for a $16 billion valuation.
Which is 3 lifts, and which is huge because, Jack, what are StubHub's financials right now?
They profited in 2023, but had a small loss in 2024 on nearly $2 billion of annual revenue.
So besties, Jack and I punched our tickets and we read the S1 IPO paperwork on StubHub, and we'll present to you the good and the bad of this ticketing business.
First, a reason to get excited as a potential shareholder.
Yeah, Jack?
Gen Z is spending so much money on concert tickets.
Get this, Gen Z is dropping nearly 3 times as much on tickets as Gen X did 30 years ago.
The last few years have set records for live events and concerts in America.
You're dropping $2,000 just to see Taylor Swift from the very top row.
There was pent-up demand to party post-pandemic, and that demand has not stopped.
Now most tickets are sold initially by Ticketmaster, which has a monopoly on that primary market for tickets.
Ticketmaster is owned by Live Nation, whose stock is at an all-time high.
But tickets are then resold on the secondary market by a service like StubHub.
And just like Ticketmaster, StubHub takes fees as the middleman.
And since the price of all those tickets to those Celine Dion concerts has soared, people are actually going into debt just to see Dua Lipa live.
Here's the numbers. In 1996, the average ticket price to see a top 100 concert was $52 adjusted for inflation.
But Jack, how much am I spending to see like Blue Man Group in 2024?
$135 on average.
Yeah.
The price to see a top 100 concert has nearly tripled since 1996.
Add it all up, and more spending on tickets is more money for StubHub because StubHub makes a percentage through the fees.
Their business model is a theocracy.
But besties, before we go any further, there is one hero stat that shocked us in their IPO paperwork.
StubHub said that fans bought 40 million tickets on their platform last year from 1 million different sellers.
Okay, Jack, could you do the simple math on that number for us, please?
40 million tickets were bought by 1 million sellers. That means the average seller sold 40 tickets last year on StubHub.
I don't know anyone who sold 3 sets of tickets. Who has sold 40 tickets in a year?
Not regular people like you and me, Nick.
No.
They must be professional ticket resellers, aka scalpers.
And that leads to the company's biggest risk, which happens to be our takeaway. So Jack, what's the takeaway for our buddies punching tickets over at StubHub?
No scalpers, no StubHub.
Yetis, live events as an industry is plagued by scalpers, people who buy tickets in bulk and then resell them at a huge markup.
These people are like hackers.
Yeah.
They use bots to snag tickets before the fans can and then sell those tickets only at a ransom price.
I like how you said it. These people.
I mean, who likes scalpers? Nobody does.
Well, where do these scalpers turn to sell their tickets? They typically turn to StubHub. And the StubHub business model depends on them.
So the biggest risk we see to StubHub's business is if scalpers go away.
True.
Which, guess what, is actually happening right now.
Yeah, for example, Ticketmaster now has dynamic pricing, pricing their tickets in the primary market at an optimal way so that scalpers can't make as much profit.
Ticketmaster is basically helping artists stop underpricing their tickets so that scalpers have no arbitrage that they can profit off.
Another way scalpers are getting threatened? Rules and regulations. Just look at the band Oasis.
Oasis has a huge reunion tour happening this year, and they have banned scalping effectively by invalidating any tickets that were sold higher than face value.
So it's kind of ironic, but if scalpers get squashed, a big part of StubHub's business just goes away.
No scalpers, no StubHub.